the best budget deck in One Piece. Hello and welcome to the table, and today I'm back with another One Piece gameplay Decktech video. Today, talking about my boy, my purple, wonderful, heavenly demon, Don Quixote Doflamingo, a 5,005 life purple leader, just purple leader, that on your opponent's attack once a turn, you can minus a Don, select your leader or one of your characters, Don Quixote Pirates type characters, and change the target of the attack to the selected card. So you can redirect any swing coming at you from anything you want into one of your characters, one of your small characters, one of your big characters, into your life if you really want to. Whatever it may be, you can completely manipulate and be the puppet master of the game, which makes it a super fun, super powerful deck. So let's get right into what the deck wants to do, which is, well, get all of its pieces, ramp a lot, and then swarm the board and play big boys to end the game and defend, in between all that. So let's talk about each of these categories, starting off with, getting all the pieces. How do you get all the pieces? Got a couple of cards. Mostly Dellinger and Sugar, and Dellinger being the better of the two, a 1-cost 2k, 1k counter that does not search on play, but on KO, you can add Arrested Dawn, and then you can ramp Arrested Dawn, look at the top 5, and get any Don Quixote Pirates type card you want. So, if on, let's say, turn 2, and this deck prefers to go second, so you play Dellinger and Sugar, and you play, or your opponent swings into you basically block with Dellinger, you go down no Dawn, you have to look at the top 5, so you basically get another, you got a free counter, basically, and got to search. And the Sugar here is a 1-cost 1k 1k counter that activate main, you can spend 1, and then search the top 5 for any Don Quixote Pirates type card and add to your hand, put the rest of the bottom in any order. This card's insane with Dellinger, because if you play, you're going first, let's say. You play Dellinger, then next turn, you play, Sugar into something else, and you search with Sugar. Or you just play Sugar and search with her. Then on your opponent's turn, well, you can, block, quote-unquote, with Dellinger, in a way, and get a search off of Dellinger, and you get to search again thanks to Sugar. So in this deck, more than pretty much any other deck, you can actually take advantage of a multi-use searcher in the way it is intended. You can use a multi-use searcher more than one time, which is awesome. Absolutely awesome. So if you're going first, and you have these two cards in hand, you're ecstatic. You can search a total of once with Dellinger, and then very likely twice with Sugar. So you get 3 searches, thanks to these two cards. And you also have, I cannot forgive anyone who laughs at my family, or I will not forgive anyone who laughs at my family, a main counter event that costs 1 that looks at the top 3 and gets a Don Quixote Pirates type card other than itself. This is only a 2 of, but it's nice for consistency reasons, and it's also good thanks to Rosinante. But, yeah, these two cards are insane, and this event just makes it all even better. But then some of the ramp cards that we got, it's mostly 3 cards. We got Sugar and Baby 5, which are very similar. 4-cost 1k, 1k counter characters that on play, ramp and active Dawn. And on KO, each do their own thing. Sugar, saying if your opponent has 6 or more Dawn on their field, you get to play a 5-cost or less from your hand, which is awesome because there's a lot of 5 costs in this deck. And Baby 5 allows you to minus a Dawn and gain life. Now, yes, this is not as good because you minus 2 Dawn, which is way more than 1 Dawn. Because you're using 1 Dawn, minusing 1 Dawn to block, redirect with Don Quixote Doflamingo, and minusing another Dawn with Baby 5 to gain a life. You don't want to waste that, life gain with this card. But this card has only gotten better with time, which is why it and Sugar are now both 3 ofs instead of Sugar being a 4 of and Baby 5 being a 2 of, because this card is so good, especially in the late game against so many decks, because it basically blocks 2 hits, which not a lot of cards can do, and it's kind of like a cheaper version of, Borsalino, a pretty stupid card for this deck specifically, and it's a really dumb card. So, yeah. Is it insane in the early game? Not really, but neither Sugar to a point. And Baby 5, she does a lot of work. But then you also got Monet, which is a 5-cost 6k 1k counter that ramps an active Dawn on play. And on KO, draws you 2, trashes you 1, and ramps to rested. So, while it's a body that you don't necessarily want to redirect into, unlike Sugar and Baby 5, it can be a card that you can play off of Sugar, the ramp Sugar, or Swarm Flamingo. But, you know, Monet, still a solid card. Super solid card. Not as good as Sugar and Baby 5 because you can't play them on 4 Dawn on your turn 2. Which is generally when you play one of these 2 cards, but yeah, it's fine. But then you got the Swarm cards in your end game, which is basically Doflamingo, Swarm Flamingo, into Virgo or Rosinante. Swarm Mingo being an 8-cost 9k, no K counter character that on play minuses a Dawn, plays a 5-cost from your hand. Basically, 5 costs or lower from your hand. And on your opponent's turn, you can rest a Dawn and ramp an active Dawn once a turn on their attack. Which is awesome, because if you have Rosinante, which is only a 3 of in the deck, a 5-cost 6k, 1k counter, on play, trashes an event from your hand to draw 2, which, you got a couple of events that you can trash to get value out of that if they don't happen to work. But on top of that, at the end of your turn, if you have 7 more Dawn, you set 2 as active, which is great to use said events, and to ramp with Flamingo, with Swarm Mingo, which also allows you to play 2 Don Quixote Doflamingos, the big Mingo, twice in a row. Now, granted, that's not a great combo, which is why it's only a 2 of, but whatever. Either way, Rosinante is a great card. You also have Virgo as an alternative, and just a good card in general. 5-cost 7k that, once a turn, is something that would be removed from the field. You can minus a Dawn instead, and when attacking, minuses a Dawn to give a character minus 2k power for the turn. It's just a great card. It's a giant body. It can help remove or manage the opponent's board state. It protects yours. It doesn't counter shocks, but it does literally everything else a card wants. So, yeah, card's insane. But then you got Big Mingo, which 10 cost 10k on play. You minus 3 Dawn, either KO an 8 or less, or freeze 3 7 or less characters, which, I mean, either of those is awesome, but mostly the freezing is just insane. It's only a 2 of because it's not as good of a combo in my personal opinion as it used to be, and it's just not as consistent. But Rosinante, or Swarmingo into Rosinante is still insane. And this is like a nice top end against certain decks. It's still really good. So that's why it's still a 2 of in the deck. But then you also got a lot of counter. You got Usohachi was a 3-cost 3k, 2k counter. Then on play, if you have 8 or more Dawn, you rest a 5 or less, like a Porcelino or many other blockers in the game, which is why it's in the deck as a 2 of. Alternatively, you have Monet, which is 5-cost 6k, 2k counter, vanilla. So basically, it's a, like, last case scenario card to play off as something like a Swarm Sugar or Swarm Mingo. So, it's a fine card, but it's also a searchable 2k, which is why it's in the deck. And of course, we got Treble, 5-cost 5k, 2k counter. That's basically all that matters. But it's slightly better than Monet because it's more valuable in niche scenarios, but whatever. It's a good card. It's a 2k counter. But then you also got the events, which are awesome. The event package of this deck is insane. You already got the 2 of Event Searcher that I showed you. We also got Divine Departure, which is a 0-cost card in the deck that's 3 of, that can trash a card from your hand to give your leader one of your characters plus 3k for the battle. So you have a decent amount of bricks, especially at the later portions of the game. So just being able to use this, trash another thing, and then counter for a little bit, it's nice. And it's also great against, Pinel, because you can rest 5 of your Dawn. If you have any given Dawn, you can give one of your opponent's characters minus 8k power for the turn, which is a little bit broken and stupid, which is why it's a 3 of instead of a 2 of. Because otherwise the card would be a 2 of in the deck, because it's fine, but it's not insane. And the fact that it can just make one of, the Pinel's 10Ks into a 2K, something that even Dellinger could swing into, pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. But then you also got Bullet Stream, which is really good against go wide decks, such as Slow Beam Sword, but I think Bullet Stream's a little bit better. And it's also searchable, but, Slow Beam Sword is good into go tall decks too, which is why it's a 4 of, and Bullet Stream, a searchable card, is only a 2 of. And it's also something that, with the Rosinante in the deck, restaying 2 Dawn at the end of the turn, something you could play with that 2 Dawn. But it's a 2-cost counter event, minuses a Dawn, and gives your leader plus 2k for the battle. and then an additional 2k for the turn. So it counters for 4 off the get-go, and then it's your leader's a 7, basically, for the rest of the turn. Really stupid. Really, really stupid. And a card that's arguably even stupider is Slow Beam Sword. Does something similar, except it only gives your leader or one of your characters plus 2k for the battle, and not an additional 2k for the turn. But you get to rest one of your opponent's characters. And it has a trigger to ramp or active dawn, which can sometimes matter. But mostly the fact that it can counter for 2, then rest something is just insane to me. So, pretty stupid, solid card, in my opinion. So, yeah, it's nice. But, you know, outside of that, I've practiced with this deck so much. It's such a fun deck. And the gameplays that you're going to see are very, very late at night. I'm also recording this very, very late at night. Maybe, you know, the night before the video comes out. But no, I wouldn't ever do that. It's not like I'm busy with school or college or anything. Wink, wink. But anyways, it's a very fun deck. It's a very good deck, and out of every budget deck in the game, even including an Emu, this might be better. This might be the best one. Because Emu, yes, I'm not saying that Emu's not a bad deck, or that Emu's a bad deck. What I'm saying is that Emu is kind of falling off a little bit, falling out of favor a little bit, because Lucy's a thing, has more bad matchups, and Flamingo here, Doffy here, I mean, he has a pretty solid place in the meta. Ever since he's come out, he's had a pretty solid place in the meta. And yeah, he has bad matchups, obviously, but if you pilot him right, you can just do so much with this guy, it's not even funny. So, let's dive right into some games and see just how well he does into the OP15 meta. And also take in mind that all of these videos, all of these gameplay videos were recorded very late at night, so I might be making a lot of misplays. In fact, I do. But take that with a grain of salt, because, you know, some of these games probably could have won one more of them. But let's dive right into some games and see how well Doffy does into the OP15 meta. Going up against Bonney, oh boy. I mean, we definitely want our preferred curve second, and I don't think giving them first is going to do much. We got Searcher and Sugar, not Dellinger, but we have the Doffy. I think this could be better. Some would say this is a worse hand, but I personally think it's slightly better. So I'll start off with a Dellinger and pass the turn. We got this slow beam sword, even though it says Noro beam. We got slow beam sword, or slow beam. Same difference in a lot of ways. This card's going to be pretty important in this matchup, I would say, personally. These Virgos will be nice. Let's see, 5 and a 5. I mean, you all know what's going to happen here. So let's resolve the attack. Gain arrested. Look at the top 5. What do we want to get? Bullet Strain sucks in this matchup, so don't want that. We don't... I mean, Divine Departure would be nice, but we can't grab it. We don't need another Virgo, so let's just grab a Monet. Not what we want to see off the search, I will say that. But it's fine, I guess. Please something I can play on turn 2. That's kind of why I'm mulliganing my last hand. Nope. Gosh dang it. This is not good. Let's just send 9 into life. Because that's going to accomplish so much against the deck that wants to take life early. I mean, what the heck? What the heck? Not great. Not a great start at all, I will say that. I will definitely take this hit. Oh, well, would you look at that? A baby 5. I wish I had that last turn. God, I mean, this card's going to be so good, this matchup, though, to be fair. To be completely honest with ya. We got a Sanji. That's kind of annoying. We got 6 Dawn. So we can play a Monet. We're going to bring it on up to 7 into Sugar and be able to search. So let's do that. But let's just send 5 first. See if the opponent does anything about that. Are they going to counter or just take it? What are they going to do? Just take it. Yep, makes sense. Alright. I'll play the Monet, gain an active, play a sugar, use sugar, get... Where's the 8 cost? What the heck? We've seen all 4 Virgos, but not a single Doffy. That's just sad. Might as well. We don't need another Virgo in hand. So let's just get a treble. Because it's good counter to have, I guess. Yeah, let's just stack it like that, I guess. And pass. I mean, at least we got a 6K on board. 2 into 1. I'm tempted to counter. Honestly, I'm tempted to counter. Because I would kind of like to keep this around for a little bit if I can. And we'll at least get cards out of their hand. So let's, weirdly enough, counter. It's kind of, I mean, it's funny. It's funny, but, yeah. God, I wish that I had found some... Okay, it's shrinking that by 1. Why do you not shrink this? Because at least you could make... I don't know. I don't know. Send 5 into 1. Yeah. I mean, I guess I can see why you're doing that now, because if I redirect into Monet, there's not really a lot of point. So, yeah, I'll let it go. But hey, I mean, I wasted 1 swing, so I would have probably countered that anyways, so I saved 1 hit, question mark. Let's just counter for 1. I don't want to take too much life just Stussy and S-Snake. Well, I haven't seen these cards in this deck yet. This is a different version. But I can't draw crap, which is awesome. Now, thankfully, I got Baby 5, and I got Virgo. So that's nice. The 1 active Dawn being up isn't gonna really do much of anything, but whatever. Since I can't hit leader anyways, might as well just send 5 into the... whatever I'm trying to say. The blocker, or the... what am I saying? The searcher. I mean, the opponent might block. I don't know why exactly. Yeah. In case there's something weird that I have up my sleeve. So I'll play a Baby 5, ramp and active, and play a Virgo, and pass. This is not going well so far. Drawing really, really poor. I mean, seen all the Virgos, but still not a single Doffy. And I've sent 10 cards? Yeah, 10 cards to the bottom. So in 24 cards, basically, who knows, maybe, like, it's 3 life in a row, or wait, 4 life in a row. All these are Doffys. That'd be funny and horrible, all at once. Lilith got Akuma, which is a solid card, not gonna lie. Do I counter that? They have a 6... and a 7, and another 5. So let's just say no for this one. I'll take that. Well, that's nice to see. Maybe I can actually get something. That I will give you a 2. 5. Let's go digging. Hey, look! It's a Doflamingo. Didn't think you were in the deck. Both bullet streams are at the bottom at least, but we also have 2 Divine Departures on the bottom, which really sucks. Because those cards are really good for this matchup. Even though they're playing a slightly different version. I don't want to give them a 2, but I am going to give them a 2. Unfortunately, you get a send 7. Send 7, please. Please and thank you. I would love that. Absolutely would love that. Could you please do that for me super quick? Could ya? My friend? It's interesting. This S-Snake is, I mean, like, fine, I guess. and they're just playing an egghead version. Okay, so they're gonna send 7. I will minus. I will send into baby. I will let baby go. And then I will minus another Don to gain a life. Am I being a tad bit defensive off the get-go? Maybe. I'm down to not a lot in hand, but at the same time, like, I don't know exactly what my opponent's doing. I mean, this Sentomaro, that's pretty typical. Sanji, that's pretty typical. These 3 cards are more questionable, though. And so is Egghead. Just this stage is interesting. So we have this sugar. We're at 10 Dawn. They have 7 in hand? Let's see what we can do about the Sanji and the Stussy this turn. Send 5 and a 4 and see how the opponent reacts. If they counter, then we're going to send 6 into it. Because, well, I mean, it doesn't guarantee that they don't have a 6k to play. But it would make it... Okay, they are going to play a 6. What's it going to be? Okay. You can KO one of my guys. Well, it's only a cost of 4 less, so that's actually not as good. And, I mean, I have a Virgo, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. Let's play a Doffy. Use the card action, minus a Dawn. Play a Virgo. Don't know why it did that. I could have swung the Virgo and the Stussy first and done all of that. So let's do that now. Minus a Dawn. Give that minus 2 for the turn. So it'll be 7 into 5. Okay, they're gonna do that. How badly do I want this Stussy dead? I mean, it's their biggest body on the board right now. Maybe I should have grabbed Bullet Stream because they're going kind of wide. No, why would I skip out on Doffy? I'm gonna wait to use these slow beams for 1 turn. And I'm gonna try to get this Stussy off the board. And who knows, maybe the opponent thinks, oh, there's something going on, there's something fishy with this 1 Dawn, and maybe they play different. Or they give me cards from hand. That, I don't necessarily want that, but at the same time, I won't be sad. Because that'll put them to 5 cards, which is, you know, way less scary for a Bonney deck to have, like, 5 cards versus 7 cards. I don't know, it makes a difference. I mean, this isn't a typical version. Okay, they are letting it go. Sweet. Very happy to see that, because, you know, managing the opponent's board is nice, especially when their leader's at 7, and you can't really do much about hitting their life. But, yeah. So we are going to... Okay, let's... So you gave my thing minus... Okay. Let's use that. Ramp and active. So I can minus a Dawn this turn. I will give a 1, though. And save that redirect for just a minute. For just a moment. 6 again. They're gonna get rid of this card, which really sucks. It makes me kind of wish I held up a Dawn for this, but then they could have kept their 7 around. So, yeah, trade-offs, I guess. Do I redirect into life? I'm kind of tempted to redirect into life, and I'm gonna do that. That's kind of stupid, though, in a way. I'm just going to bank on the fact that they're playing like a more egghead-centered version that doesn't play okay. Depending on what we draw, and if we need to go for a little longer, that could be something. And now the Virgo dice, which is sad. That is sad. And we're going to get hit for 1 more by Lilith. Maybe I should have redirected into like Doffy or Virgo into the other Virgo or Doffy, because I'm going to be at 2 life, which is not as good as them being at 1 life because they're 7k. So, yeah, I take that, opponent. Woo! But at least I have something to play now off of that. So we're just going to play Akuma. That's fine. Question mark. Do I live another turn? If I had Bullet Strain, and they had 2 life now, that's something. I mean, I can't go for gain necessarily this turn. I think I'll have to stall 1 more turn, so I can get rid of these 2. And then I highly doubt I'd be able to lose next turn, since I'll have one of these slow beans. So let's just go for board. Starting off with a... Do I just get cards out of their hand? Do I just get cards out of their hand? I mean, I can send 7 into the S-Snake. Actually, I can send 7 into the Lilith, minusing to... Yep, okay. I think I got a plan here. I'm gonna swing. Minus a Dawn. This might seem weird. There's a plan, because I'm gonna be able to ramp. So they'll let that go. I'll send 6. They'll likely let it go. Okay, cool. Now I can send 5 into them. I can send 9. So let's try that. See if they take it. If they do, great. Because then I'll get a lot of cards out of their hand. You know, with this. Okay, never mind. 9. They're definitely... Actually, do I hold this back? Do I hold this back? I'll have a 9 Doffy and a Monet. No. I'll send 9. And then... They just draw a card. Okay. And then I'll play Doffy. Use the card action. Minus a Dawn. Play a Monet. Gain an active Dawn. Technically, I could have done it differently with Virgo. Now that I kind of see that, I could have had 1 more Dawn. That's my bad, guys. I am, well, it's actually not going to matter. He's going to be able to ramp anyways with Doffy. But slight misplay anyways. Because if I, like, mine... Yeah. It's a misplay. No matter what, it's a misplay. It's just late at night, okay, guys? Okay, guys? Oh, I do have 2 Doffys, though. Let's just use 1 of the Doffys. So we're gonna go for board right now. That I'm semi-okay with, but at the same time, kind of sad about. We'll let the Virgo go. But we will ramp 1 with 1 of the Doffys. And then actually, let's use the Noro Beam. Let's just cancel, counter, return a Dawn, give that a bump, rest Kuma. Because now, all they got is the Bonney. Yep, they're just going to send 5 into life. Unfortunately, I will not be able to ramp another Dawn with this Doffy, but that's fine. Because I can just return a Dawn and redirect into whatever I want. Unless they have a rush. They have 9 Dawn. They could have the big Luffy here, or they could have Zoro. If they have Zoro, they'll be able to kill something on my board. I'm just gonna take the hit and hope that they... Oh, if they play a blocker, though, this Usohachi will be really nice. If they just play something like a Sentomaru and... Okay, they're just gonna play Kuma. That's semi-okay with me, kind of. So I got a full board here. The opponent's probably dead. So, let's adjust. Let's just go all in, I guess. I only need to hit 3 times, so 9, 9, and 7. These 3 cards will probably be the ones that I hit with. Well, I can just send 7 in before I go. Let's just get cards out of the opponent's hand to start things off. 7 into life. Not gonna minus anything. Okay, they took it. I'm fine with that. I am perfectly fine with that. I'm very happy with that, actually. Because now what I can do is send 9 into life. And I can just send 5 9s into life. And that might be able to kill him. That should... Okay. Depending on what transpires... Let's see. 1 and 2. If they have another one of those, which they might... Okay. 3, 4, 5. How much counter would they... Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 counter. At most. This is going to be a 16k. The likelihood of them getting out of this is incredibly small. And if they do, props to them. Let's see if you got it, opponent. Let's see if you got it. Do you win? Or do I lose? Simple as that. Okay, that counters for a little bit. And that's going to be GG's. What the heck is this card? Then if you have one... That's actually absurd. Counter for 2 and 1. Maybe the opponent just is not smart. I don't know. Select... I selected the Dawn. No trigger. Why did the Doffy thing not work there just a second ago? Okay. Let's actually redirect into a Monet. Because maybe that'll help. Let's just go like that. Being too rested. Maybe. For whatever reason. Yeah, no. You got it, opponent. Oh, no. I mean, what the heck was that card? What was that card that countered for 4? I mean, I've seen this card triggered before, but I didn't realize it was just a 1-cost 4k counter. That's insane. The fact that we almost won that game, though, like, I say almost with a grain of salt because, yeah, I mean, who knows how close we actually were. But, I mean, like, we probably weren't going to win anyways, unless we went for that Kuma, but even then, like, that was basically a hit on. We were going to lose the next turn, unless we had something like this baby 5. But, like, yeah. That's about as close as we could have gotten against, like, it's not a typical Bonney deck, but it is still a Bonney deck. That, considering how bad our draw was, I'm pretty satisfied with that. So let's get into another game. Going up against Brook. This guy's so popular. Oh, jeez, Brook. I really hope that you're not expensive because I want to build you really bad. This hand's incredible. This hand is absolutely incredible. We're going second. We have Dellinger into Sugar. Next turn, Baby 5 into Sugar Search. Send 5. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What are they putting in trash? Hey, they're running the Usopp, which actually is pretty decent tech for the deck. I run it as a 2-of personally. I think the card's actually better than some people give it credit for. And then there's that broken card. Let's start off with a Dillinger. And then a Sugar. And then pass the turn to the opponent. Alright, so we can redirect into Dellinger. The fact that we can redirect, though, I think this is such a favored matchup. Which sucks, because, like, I've shown Brook lose so much on this channel in the last however many videos. But this deck is good. This deck is actually very good. It's just that, you know, why are you putting a Dawn on it? Opponent. You don't know what this deck is. Oh. Guys, come on. We're getting Doffy. I mean, Virgo's good, but we're getting Doffy. Best card in the deck. Best card in the deck. Let's go like that. Best card in the deck. I mean, I get it, kind of. Like, because it's going to be a chopper, but... Okay, what do you got in trash? You have a bunch of the 7-cost Luffys. You got a bunch of the Nightmare Luffys. What are you returning? Returning a 2K. So, probably Counterlight, or just want to make sure that they have a good amount of defense. 2 Doffys is awesome, by the way. Let's start with 5 in a life. See how the opponent reacts to that one. Counter with a Brook. That is scary to see go in the yard, because that is going to be a really good card against us. Let's just play a baby 5, gain an active, then use Sugar. Rosie, let's go, baby. I mean, No, Divine Departure actually isn't that good this matchup, but Rosie is as good as always. Get an Uso, and that on top like that, or on bottom, stack, order, whatever, like that. So they are still at 4 life. We're still at 5 life. We know that they have some 2Ks in hand, and that they have a yard full of, yep, 2 and a 1. I mean, I'm going to let it go, because they're just going to go 5 in a life, and I would like to... Do I counter with Monet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll be at 7 Dawn next turn. Well, I don't have a 2K anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to let it go. I had 5 in a life. I am going to take that. Hey, Monet is good. Monet is good. I will say that. Seeing another one of these is nice, because we can have one more 1K in hand, basically. Yep, Pirate Docking into Chopper. What do you got in the yard now, opponent? No double attack Luffys. I think you have all, basically, of your, whatever's Nightmare Luffy's in the yard. What do you return? Sanji? Yep, okay. So they're just making sure they have the 2Ks, which is fair. Yeah, I think I play Monet. Do I play Rosie or do I play Monet? I think I'd play Monet. So I will have 3 Dawn left, one of which I want to use for this, so I can send 7 into the opponent. And let's just go ahead and do that. Exactly. Hey, if we get 2 cards out of them, I'll be pretty happy with that. All things considered. Okay. I was kind of hoping to get 2 cards out of their hand. As unrealistic as that is, it's like a nice, you know, dream, whatever. Okay. So if we -2 here, basically, redirecting into Baby 5 and then minusing another Dawn to gain, with Baby 5, we'll still be at 8 for next turn to go Doffy into Rosie, which is awesome. And then that is going to be able to swing, so let's just... We're not going to do that. Let's use this first. Let's get... Actually, I'm going to get this, because it'll basically draw me 2 cards thanks to these Rosinante, so I'm going to get that. I'm going to... Is it other than itself? Gosh, dang it. No, I thought I was being so smart, and I forgot about that. Alright, I'll just get the Searcher then, in case that matters. Alright, well, I guess I can counter. Yeah, okay, I'll just counter for Monet. For 1, 7 in a life, minus, redirect, resolve, minus, gain a life. Up to 5. Am I doing that a little early? Not really, because they can redirect, or they can rest, and I think that's just nice to, yep, Nightmare Luffy. That they just hard play it, which they run 4. That's good to know. This Doffy is very good to have because that will be good for next turn, more than likely. Or the turn after, depending on what turn we think they are going to go for the game. Let's just go ahead and not swing with anything and just play these cards, these wonderful, beautiful cards. I don't think I'm going to trash the Bullet Strain because that card's just going to be so good for, like, the last turn. So I'm just going to hold on to that and not use it. It could be good for this following turn, to be completely honest. Though, to be fair, I'll probably take life. So, yeah, I'll just pass. We stand 2. Be able to ramp 1 with Doffy. We'll probably hold that. I don't know. They're at 9. We're going to see the Nami come down. And then I don't think there were any double attack Luffys. No double attack Luffys have been put into yard this game. Which is good to know. Because they're either not on that card. Or it's in their hand. Both of which... Okay, so there's 1, 2... just 2 Namis in the bin. And they play another one. Darn. What are you gonna get back? A Nightmare Luffy? A Nightmare Luffy. Never would have seen that one coming. Unfortunately. Gonna go 6. I don't know why you... Okay, 9. Let's just use this Doffy. Use the action to gain a Dawn. I can't minus any Dawn this turn. So I'm going to be taking a lot of hits. A lot of hits this turn. Counter with whatever I can, basically. That's, you know, not going to cause me to minus Dawn. Yeah. So let's take that. Ooh, Bullet Strain is nice because we're going to be able to get rid of that Doffy. This 8-cost Doffy because we don't need 2. We don't have a 2K, which is unfortunate. We have counter for the Pirate Docking, and we're going to have counter for Brook, more than likely. Because I'd rather not use 2 cards from hand. So, do I take this hit too? I think I take this hit too. Because next turn is the turn they might go for game. And I think, yeah, next turn is going to be a good turn to use this Doflamingo. So let's just let that hit. We got a 2K, which is awesome. Because if they send 6, okay, they're just going to do that. Let's counter. Trashing. Giving a +3 bump. And it goes send 6. Which we will just counter with a 2. We have some 1Ks to use for next turn. And then this Bullet Strain, technically we can also use next turn, which is nice. We have 2, which can actually potentially matter for the following turn after we play this Doffy Rosinante, whatever. Okay. Let's just send 9 into life. See what the opponent does about that. They take it. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Let's play this Doffy. -3 Dawn. And opponent, you cannot rest. Is it base? No! I'm such an idiot. I thought it was a base cost. Oh, we are so dead. Oh, we are so dead. We couldn't do either of these, honestly. I mean, we could have KO'd Nami. Oh my god, why did I do that? Oh my god. We just lost. We're gonna lose. We are going to lose. We are going to lose now. Oh, man. Oh, boy. What a smart cookie I am. Well, this is going to be the first game that I show you all that Brook is good and that it can beat decks such as an idiotic Doffy player who doesn't know how his cards work. Oh boy, I should have just read the card. I could have kept up both these bullet strings, and then I probably would have been able to, no, I probably wouldn't have been able to win on the next turn. Being completely real with you, probably would not. Yeah, who knows how much that matters, but hey, we got to counter out of a swing. Technically, we, like, countered, quote-unquote, out of the last 11 swing. Oh, 6, no. Why are you playing this Luffy now? And I guess you couldn't have trashed it, but, like, at the same time, I'm just confused. I'm just really confused. So they're gonna go for game next turn. Well, I got another 10 Doffy. It can rest, technically, Luffy, or makes it so that Luffy and Usopp can't be rested. I wish it could also make it so that Brook can't be rested, but that doesn't really help me. But at the same time, unless I want to lose, I kind of don't have a choice. So, we are just gonna go with what we can. Let's see. The cost is 7 or less. I can't kill him this turn because I have 7 cards in hand. I would need to hit them 3 times. And that's just not gonna happen. So let's play the big fat Doffy. This time, actually doing it right. And I can't choose any of these, which is really annoying. But it's fine, because you can't use your stupid blocker, and you can't use your stupid double attack next turn. I'm fine with that, I guess. But we can send 9 in the life, force you to get rid of some cards from your hand real quick, or take a life. Either of which I'm good with. What are you going to do? You're going to take it. Awesome. 10. Are you going to take it? Please? Pretty please with sprinkles on top. Honestly, if you take it here, I am ecstatic. Because I might be able to live one more turn. I might, quote unquote, might, big air quotes here, be able to live. So let's... No! No! I am so stupid! I could have restood too with the bullet strain and I could have... The biggest idiot on the history of the entire planet! On the entire planet! Oh my god. Okay. Do your worst, opponent. I deserve to lose. I deserve to lose because I'm a giant idiot. I deserve to lose because I'm the biggest idiot on the entire planet. I'm not. I am, like... I shouldn't give myself crap like that. It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm completely exhausted. And... I should be able to not... I'm so pissed off about that. The opponent's probably confused out of their mind right now. Or they're calculating, or they're calculating how to kill me. They're probably doing a bit of both. Doing a bit of both. 79. Thanks, opponent. I can counter that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Not that exactly helps. Because I couldn't use this freaking bullet strain. This would be the perfect thing to bullet strain, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. This would be the pretty much perfect thing to bullet strain. Let's just counter, because why not? Actually, do I take it? This might seem stupid, but I wish I had another baby 5 this game. That's something else. Oh, I'm so pissed that I couldn't bullet strain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's just minus it on. Redirect. Bada bing, bada boom. I mean, you can win this turn more than likely, opponent. Oh, Usohashi might be nice. Counter for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Opponent, you have a card. You can't. Do I win? Do I have the ability to win this turn? They have 10 cards in hand, and they have a blocker, but, and I have 8 on, but, who knows? Let's start. Force them to get, I can put 2 Dawn, and 1 Dawn, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15. So, if I send 11, 11, and 15, do I get it? 11 would force 3 cards out of their hand, 3 cards, and then block. What if I go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Nope, can't. Let's just pray. Let's just hope, because I know how bricky this deck can be at the end of the game. Okay. Cool. Cool. We saw him get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cancel. Do I put on 2 more Dawn and send 2 13s? Or do I send a 12 and 14? One, two, three cards. They need a 2, a 2, and a 1. Oh my god. Do we get it? No! 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 Oh no! Gosh dang it. Yeah, good game, opponent. Oh my god, I was such a moron that game. And they just drew that 2K. I know that for a fact. Oh my god, if I wasn't a moron on that final turn with the bullet strain, I could have gotten it. Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. It's late at night. This deck is good. I'm gonna do at least 2 more games because I want to go at least 50%. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry so much. What am I saying? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so tired. Let's get into the next 2 games. Going up against Don Kreig, or Kreig. It's Don Kreig, but... they're going first. I'm kind of fine with this, but I'm gonna mulligan. Much better. Much, much better. Much, much better. Much, much better. Thank you, deck. Oh, it is good to see a good-looking hand. 2 2Ks, Virgo and Doffy. Perfect. Love it. What'd you get? Kreig. This card's annoying. Like, I, for whatever reason, have seen this deck a lot off camera lately, and I am going to really dislike this card, because it's kind of a pain. And for whatever reason, they're playing that. Why are they doing that? Sending 6 in life. Alright, I'm gonna just select and redirect, and gain rested, look at the top. Let's grab, I'll be at 4, so, I mean, might as well just grab sugar. And put the rest on the bottom like this. Sure. I don't know if that's right or not, but it's too late at night for me to care. Anymore. It is just too late at night. Let's go 5 in life. See if the opponent counters. Okay, they take it. It's kind of what I figured, but maybe the opponent counters for whatever reason. Part of me kind of wants to take this 10 cost Doffy. How much does that Kreig cost? I wish I could find it. 8. Gosh dang it. I mean, I can KO it. I don't know. Is that right? I'm gonna need the top end, so I'm gonna grab it. Let's just go like that. Well, at least the opponent will swing into sugar with their 2 2Ks. Let's just let it go. Right? Do I counter? No. Because I'll just swing in there too. No point in doing that. If the opponent rests this sugar, that'll be annoying. Because then I could just swing into it, and then I get no value out of it, which is actually incredibly frustrating. Now, granted, I could redirect it into life, but then I'd go to 6, and I don't know how bad or not bad or whatever that is for me. I don't think that's great. To be completely honest with you, I don't think that's a great idea. What are you gonna do, though, opponent? What are you going to do? You're taking a minute, though, to decide. Oh, let's see. They could have Kreig, or no, Kreig, no. Morgans, or Morgan. Axe Hand Morgan, yeah. They could have Morgan, which they play, and they're just gonna pass. Okay, I'm fine with that, I guess. I can play another sugar. I'm happy with that. The searcher, sugar. I probably should have sent 5 in life first, but we're just gonna send 5 in life now. Make the opponent counter with a card from hand. Or they block. That's a free block. Yep, I'm smart. I'm just gonna take another Virgo, to be honest. Do I? Yeah, it's the best option here. I'm gonna take another Virgo. And put the rest on top like that. Because why not? And then play that Virgo and pass the turn. To get rid of this Virgo, well, they can't. I don't think. I don't think they can. They're gonna go for the sugar, though. I know that for a fact. That is going to die this turn. They got Alvita, which now they got 2 things to give Dawn to. That's gonna be annoying for next turn. Okay, 2 into 1. I will just let that go. Right? Yeah. Because they have 2 twos. Why do I keep thinking that I'm just smart? Yeah, this Doffy is going to be really nice in a couple of turns. It's going to be a minute until then, but, you know, once I get there. So I'm at 7 Dawn. So minus, play Virgo. Next turn I'll just play Doffy. Not even, like, use the Dawn minus. Which will be nice, because then I'll be at 10 the following turn, so I can do Big Doffy. Or they do that. Okay. I mean, I'm fine with that, I guess. I don't know why you're doing that, but you can. I mean, I can just... Huh. I'm very confused right now. I'm just gonna send... And they're gonna be able to rest anything, no matter what I do. Which is very annoying. Let's just send 5 in life. Return no Dawn. Okay. And let's send another 5. Get another card out of their hand. Or they just block either one. I don't know why I did that. And let's do this. Use the action. Play Virgo. Sorry. Rise to Dawn. Play Virgo. Pass the turn. So I'll be able to redirect once. Not into this sugar. I'll probably read. Well, depending on what happens. And they're gonna, yep, okay, they are gonna put it all in the big Doffy. So, yep, I'm gonna be redirecting with the sugar this turn for sure. For sure. Oh my gosh, opponent. Jeez. You're just putting all the Dawn on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. All the Dawn. Okay. So, Doflamingo's dying this turn. Jesus. Just don't swing Kobe into it, please. Gosh dang it, you suck so much. Let's use that to ramp. And then I don't want to kill her out of this. This is going to die no matter what this turn. They're probably going to keep back the blocker. So I'll send 7 and 9 into Virgo. I can redirect into life this turn. That's something else to think about. So let's, crazily enough, well, they can just send 5 into that. Frustrating. Very, 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 very frustrating. Counter for 2. As much as I don't want to do that, I'm going to do that. Okay, well, at least they sent 6 into it. Let it go. I hate this card so much. Card is so annoying for absolutely no reason. My poor Doflamingo, man. My poor Doflamingo. At least I can use this Doffy to kill the Kreig. That'll be really nice. Because realistically, that's their... Okay, they're not gonna swing. Why'd they not swing with the Kreig? I don't know. Huh. I am incredibly confused. Incredibly confused. Let's just play the big Doffy, I guess. Right? Yeah. Zick and KO. Nope, I can't. It's Kobe. So let's swing into Kobe. The opponent will let it go. Please? If they do, that'll be great. Yes. You can play this Doffy, KO the Kreig. They'll have Alvida and Morgan, but I might be able to get rid of the Alvida this turn. And that could be really nice. So let's try to do that. Boom. Return 1, 2, 3 Dawn. KO Kreig. Use Virgo. Send 5 into Alvida. But I'll minus a Dawn to give her -2. They're just going to block. And let's send 5 into Alvida. I'll be at 8 next turn. So I'm not going to minus any Dawn. And see what the opponent does. They counter. Fine with that. Okay. So I got 2 6Ks. Gosh dang it, you suck so much, opponent. You suck so much. You are so frustrating and annoying. Okay, they're gonna make Doffy a 7, which is something. Huh. Why? I think they kinda goofed there. Because, yeah, they can swing 7 into 5. Why are you... Okay. I'll counter. Why are you doing that, opponent? Opponent? Do you understand what you're doing here? Okay, so they can send 6. They're not going to, though, because they never swing with this card. They're going to send 9 into something, though, but I can redirect, so I'll just counter. And they're just going to waste their... I'm confused. You're going to swing 6 into 5. Counter for 2. Opponent? Are you just Not smart. Redirect into life. Okay. I'm going to be able to clear your board more than likely this turn. Like, because I can use this Divine Departure to basically kill Kreig. So that's cool. I'll have to use most of my Dawn, though. So how useful is that? Still useful. So I can send 7 into Morgan. Okay. I just gotta figure out the math. And I think 8 into Morgan. I can use these two to try to kill the Alvita. So let's put 1 on Doffy. Use Divine Departure. Give that -8. Send 5 into 1. And they're gonna let it go. No way they don't. Send 8. Oh, it's not. I'm smart. I should not have put the Dawn there. Should not have put the Dawn there. But I can still hopefully get rid of Alvita this turn. So let's put a Dawn on there. Send 6. Return a Dawn? Question mark? 1, 2, so I have 7. Yeah. Give that -2. Get a trashy card. Yep. Get a trashy card. Hopefully, it's not a brick. And it's something. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Send 5 into 4. Return no Dawn. Hey, the opponent used 2 1s. They could have, just trashed one of those. But okay. I'll take that. Cool. So all they have is a 6K. I have a lot of stuff. They play another Dawn Kreig. That'll be annoying. But nope, they got Shanks. Which is not going to do anything this turn. Which is awesome. So, what are you going to do? You have no blockers. You have 1 card in hand. I think I can just kill you this turn. I mean, no. Probably not. But, it'd be funny. Okay, with 8 Dawn. Let's... What does this Shanks do? When it is rested, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with 7k base power or less. On your opponent's turn, if this character is rested, give all your opponent's characters -1k power. I wish I could get rid of this. That's annoying. That is annoying. Let's just use... What do I want to use? I'm just gonna try to go for game this turn, honestly. I mean, everything would need to hit, but at the same time, I mean, it's possible. I could get him down to a low amount of resources, at least. They took it. Okay, I'll take that. Let's go 7. 8, sorry. They take it. 3, 2, 3, 4. Let's go another 8. Return no Dawn. Okay. Let's just send 10. See if the opponent dies. Cool! We won a game! It's a miracle! We drew really weird. And they drew very annoying. But we did get it in the end. So, Doffy wins. And let's try to do another game. See if Doffy can go fitty-fitty. Because I would really like to see that. Because this deck is good. I'm just tired. And bad at playing this deck when it's like midnight. Let's get into the next game. Going up against Brook. Again, it's the rematch against Brook. I mean, in a way... Okay, they chose to go second. Figures they did. I'm actually... am I fine with this hand? Kind of not. I need too many pieces. I'm gonna mulligan. Much better. Okay. Play Dellinger. Say go. Say go. Oh man, I love this deck so much. I love this deck so much. I cannot wait to build it. Only a few more days, and I can just hunt for every single card for this deck. The alt leader, all of it, and I'm gonna build it, and I'm gonna do so much with it on the channel. This deck and UP Luffy are gonna be the two main decks you see on this channel. They're playing this card. I mean, I get why people play that card, in a way. They got Nami. Yep. It's fine. I personally don't think it's very good, but to each their own. If the opponent takes this, I'm not going to put the Dawn. If they counter, who knows? I hope they take it. Please take it. Please take it. Please, please, please take it, because I'd like to search. I would like to do a lot of searching. Opponent, please, 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 just take it. Please, just take it. Please. Please, let yourself take whatever I'm trying to say. They countered. Darn it! Well, I'm not going to swing into them this turn. Okay. Let's do that. Look at the top, however many. Grab Baby 5. I mean, yes, Monet's good. Should probably grab Monet. Baby 5 is purely defensive, and since I'm going first, I would like to be a tad bit more aggressive. I have 5 life to play with. I won't take a swing next turn. Let's grab the Monet. I get the argument for Doffy in a way, but that burnt me last game, and I'm just not gonna deal with that. Yeah, let's just go like that. And pass. So we're gonna do a lot of digging. That's nice at least. A lot of digging. A lot of digging. Okay. I mean, they're gonna swing into sugar, but then I can redirect, which is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Love to see that. Gonna be able to keep this sugar alive. And on top of that, we also will be able to search, more than likely, with this event too. So we'll be able to search twice, likely, this turn. And we'll be able to search another time on our following turn, while also establishing a Monet. Technically, we could establish sugar and then play Monet off of the sugar. And there's an argument to do that. Honestly, I might do that. 5 into that. Redirect. Real quick. Gain arrested. Let's... Ooh, bullet strain. What do they have in the yard? They have... these Luffys. Bullet strain is so useful. And... bullet strain. That's the card to get here. Let's just stack like that. Cool, cool, cool. I should have used this event. I am so stupid. I'm not stupid. Don't call yourself stupid. Oh my god. Why did I not do that, though? Because it's midnight. And I just can't function this late at night. Alright, let's use sugar. Grab... part of me wants to grab Dellinger. But I'm not going to. Do I actually get Dellinger? I can't get Divine Departure. I'm not getting Virgo. I don't need Monet. I kind of... No, I don't want the Brick. I'm going to get Dellinger. Funnily enough, I'm going to get Dellinger. What do I want to do here? Let's just stack like that. It's not going to matter. Let's play... Let's swing. Not play. Let's just swing. And then we'll play Sugar into... Well, we're not going to play Sugar into anything. We're just going to play Sugar by itself, gain an active Dawn. And then we'll have one left for this event, because we are going to use it this time. And yeah. I actually probably should have gotten that event, because I could have used this event twice. No, I couldn't have. Whatever. I'm just going to pass. I'm thinking too much. I'm thinking too much. Just play the game. You got Nightmare Luffy's. That's it. There's no... I mean... Yeah, they got backup. Well, whatever. Okay, we got this Luffy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6... 7, 8. We'll be at 8 Dawn next turn, right? Right. We'll be at 8 Dawn next turn. So I don't think... No, that Luffy does mess me up. That Luffy does mess me up. Darn. I mean, might as well just minus redirect. Use this. Ooh, let's get Doffy. Let's get Doffy. Yeah, let's go like that. Choose... Do I choose Virgo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll be at 7. I can use that. I would like to have the Dellinger on board, though. Kind of. Let's just go with Monet. Gain an active Dawn. That way we can play Virgo and Dellinger and use Sugar Search next turn. Yep, I think that's the best play. Unless this changes things. It doesn't really. I mean, I kind of want to get this, this Rosinante. Or I guess there's 2. I'll get a Rosinante. Stack it like that. And then send 5 and a life. I should be sending first before I use my searchers and do all the other stuff. But I don't care if I'm doing things in a slightly weird order, because I'm so tired. And I'm sorry if I'm a little bit quiet too. I'm kind of noticing that. I might be a little bit quiet, so I'm going to try to speak up a little bit louder. Not too loud, because there are other people in the house sleeping. Did they give me 2 cards? I swear they just gave me 2 cards there. No, they just used that. Okay. Okay, so 6. Let's just play a Virgo and a Dellinger. And pass. I mean, currently, we have the tempo. I mean, it's not really... Yeah, sure, they have this Luffy on board. But we have a Dellinger to redirect again. And, I mean, they're just going to be wanting to get rid of the Sugar. They're not even going to go for life. I'm tempted to take a hit if they go for life, but at the same time, I have everything I need, so I don't really see a point in doing that. So yeah, we're in a really, really good spot right now. Next turn, we can use Doflamingo, or we can play Doflamingo into Rosinante. We can, yeah, I mean, we're just going to be so golden next turn. 5, let's just minus a Dawn, redirect into Dellinger again. Well, redirect into Dellinger, just period, end of sentence, but I kind of want to get a baby 5, honestly, in case I need that. I'm going to do that, because I can't get either of the slows, I can't get Usopp. The Sugar's fine, but that baby 5 is going to be more useful in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, let's just go like that. Gonna send Brook into Sugar. Honestly, if you go into life, I'll be ecstatic. Ecstatic. And I kind of hope you do that. 8, they're probably gonna play this Nami, into Luffy. Or they just play Nami and Okay, I'm confused on so many levels as to what the opponent's doing here. I mean, I'm not saying that this Nami's weird to see. If we can manage their board and get rid of a lot of their board right now, I mean, we're just going to be so golden for the coming turns. They used a Gum Storm? Okay. They're going to block this one. But it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna really, yeah. That's fine. Okay, get a block. Fine with me. Play Doffy. Use it. Minus. Play Rosie. Not gonna trash. Actually, probably should have used this Sugar first in case. Nope, it wouldn't have mattered. Actually, if I got another bullet string, I wouldn't want to trash it. Honestly, I'm just gonna get another Rosinante. Because I could Doffy into another Rosinante next turn, and that'll be pretty good. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. Put these like that. I'm just going to keep them like that, honestly. And then end the turn. We stand 2 Dawn. And we are golden. We are golden. The opponent can't touch us right now. And I mean, I just don't foresee a way that they can get out of this. I haven't taken one hit. I have a larger hand than them, a larger board than them. I mean, it's just like, I have the edge on them in every way I can in the game. Outside of them technically having more Dawn than me, but even then, like, it doesn't really, like, that doesn't really matter, because I effectively have 10 Dawn. So, like, I don't see what they can do at this point to get out of this. This is just kind of inevitable at this point. So, whoop-de-doo. Happy to see Doffy doing some good work. Gonna send 5 into 1. I mean, I'm perfectly fine letting that go. At this point, it has done its job. I would like to actually have the board space available. Which is just hilarious to me, but yeah. Thank you, Sugar. This is the most effective you've been in any game I've played with you. And I get to showcase the power of this combo because Doffy, Rosinante, I mean, if you can just swarm the board with Doffy into Rosinante and then Doffy into Virgo or Rosinante, I mean, it's just like, if you can do that 2 or 3 turns in a row, you're just in such a good spot. It's not even funny. Like, it's just so insane to me how much value. I don't know. Okay, so they have the, what's it called? The Recursion Nami in hand, I know that for a fact. I probably could know, like, 1 or 2 more cards in their hand, but I honestly don't really care. I'm going to take this hit. Hey, it's a baby 5, so that'll actually be nice to have in the back pocket in case I need it. So that's cool. And they have 9 Dawn. I'm trying to think of what costs 9 Dawn that they could play, but I can't think of anything, so they're probably just going to play Recursion Nami into Nightmare Luffy. Yep. They're going to send 9 into, more than likely, Virgo. If they do that, I'm fine with that. If they send 10, 9 into what? It doesn't really matter what you go into. I'm just going to redirect it. Anyways. Yep. Okay. I will minus redirect. Counter for... I just got baby 5 again, but I don't need it. I'm going to counter for 1. And what are you gonna do, opponent? Just pass. We got 2 bullet trains. We are in such a good spot. It is not even funny. I mean, I'm gonna, like, just get some more cards out of them this turn. And then, you know, just completely shut out the game next turn. I'll play 1 Doffy. And then, yeah. So let's go... I mean, I don't want to get too cocky. It's the thing. Because then 7, and 7, and 7, and then 9. Can't swing my leader. So let's use these 3 cards to swing into this Luffy. Let's do that. And we can send a bigger swing into this Luffy. Because we can shrink it via Virgo. Is the opponent going to let it go? They're going to counter. And with a 2K, if we can get rid of that Zoro blocker, this Luffy, sweet. Okay. Let's, in that case, so, okay, so that's, Let's play 8 cost Doffy. We are not going to use his card ability. Nope. And we are going to send 7 into life. Minus a Dawn. Give that Luffy minus whatever. So that'll be nice. Okay, they took it. Cool, cool, cool. So this is an 8. So you can put both Dawn on that. And the opponent would need to use a 1, which they probably have. I'd rather get... Let's just send 8 and 9 and get as many cards and potentially... Oh. Okay. Okay. Opponent's gonna block. Nice. Happy to see that. Restand 2. We got Bullet Strain to use this turn, and they're not going to be able to kill us, or likely that much on our board, because we just have We have two 2Ks. We have a way to redirect. And we have bullet strain. So it's just like, what's the opponent supposed to do? What is the opponent supposed to do? The fact that Luffy is a 10k, yeah, it's kind of scary. But, I mean, they're at 2 life. We're going to have at most 6 swings next turn. 7 and what? Or 8. Oh, 2 block. Or, bleh, words. Let's just use 1 Doffy to ramp 1 Dawn. And then ignore the other 2 cards. Or, yeah. Ignore the other 2 effects. Right. Can't go for game this turn. Do they have... Okay. Cancel. Cancel. I just want to see if the opponent has any double attack Luffys. They do not, unless I'm blind and I didn't see it. Okay, that's cool to see. And the opponent's going to, what, 10 into something? And I can redirect and keep it alive. Okay, they're going to pirate docking, get back a chump blocker. That's what I can probably foresee. Probably going to get back the 2 cost Zoro, if it's in there. No, it's not. What's this Nami going to search? That'll be good knowledge, though, to know exactly what the opponent's going to have in hand. As one of their only 2 cards. Okay, that's Zoro. They're going to play it, more than likely. Only have 1 card in hand. I mean, I just don't see a way out for them next turn, because they can send 5, yes, into one of my things. With Brook. Or they can probably send 5 into life. I don't know. And I still need to play it cautious, to a point. But, like, I just don't see the opponent being able to kill me in the next 2 turns. With the fact that I have 2 bullet strains, I just don't see it. Zoro. Gonna send 6 into what? Into life. We're gonna send 10 into something. So let's just ignore both of these. And... do I counter? To be absolutely safe, I am going to counter. And then the opponent's going to send 10 into something. And I can do redirect. Okay. We're going to redirect first. Minus a Dawn. Redirect into Doffy. Then use card action to ramp. And then give him a 2, which we don't technically have, so we're just going to play that. Trash, counter. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. And then we will just go ahead and send 9. Start off with a good old 9. A good, healthy 9 in life. The opponent's probably going to take it. Probably going to have to take it. Unless they block. In which case they do, I will be incredibly happy. I hope they block. I really do. I don't know. Okay. Oh, trigger? What triggers are in that deck? I don't know what triggers are in that deck. DMG doesn't trigger, I don't think. Unless it's something weird. Huh. What's the opponent got in there? What did the opponent have as a potential trigger for that deck? I don't know. Come on, opponent. I know it's probably nothing. Ah, come on, opponent. Don't be salty and rage quit. Ah, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. Opponent, please give me a good game to end off the night. Please. At least, concede. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of go through my plan. So I have 10 Dawns. I'll put 2 Dawn on Doffy, send 11. They'll take it. And then I'll put 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'll just probably send 9 again. Get both cards out of their hand, let's say. And then I will go put 1 Dawn. Or actually, I'll just send 7. They'll take it. I'll send 1, 2, 3, 9. They'll have to block. And I'll put the rest on, like, I don't know, Monet. And I'll go for game. So, no matter what, the opponent cannot win this turn. Cannot survive this turn. And even if they could, I could leave up 4 Dawn and make my leader a 9k base, basically, next turn. And because of that, and the fact of what they have on the board, there is no way they can kill me next turn. So the opponent is just going to lose, no matter what. So I'm just going to say that they conceded. And let's get into the outro. So I hope that you all enjoyed this deck. It is an absolute blast of a deck to play. Especially, when you can actually, keep your eyes open and understand exactly what every single card does. And remember to read the cards before you play the cards. So this deck is super fun. It is a very, very strong deck. It is a very, very good deck. And out of every deck in OP15, I mean, Emu has quote-unquote fallen off because Lucy exists and it's getting more bad matchups. So as far as budget decks go that are really good into a very large part of the meta, Doffy might now be the best budget deck over Emu, which is saying something. And if you like purple like I do, because I am a purple addict, then you'll love this deck even more. This is such a fun deck when it comes to Dom manipulation and all that kind of whatnot. And you can do a lot with this deck. You can be super defensive, aggressive. It's fine going first. It prefers to go second, but it is fine to a point going first. So it's not like die roll completely determines how the game's going to go. It's super hard to kill in the late game. It's good into so many decks. It's one of the top decks in the meta, and yet it's super cheap. So if you want to build a deck for OP15 and you don't have the money, then build this deck. It's an absolute blast of a deck to play. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It's completely free, you won't regret it. Check out my other OP15 videos right here. I will start doing OP15 leaders after this video, I promise this time. And with all that aside, I will see you all there. Enjoy.